G'day everyone, Andrew here from Hutcheon Pearce, here at Lawn Tips with Ben, doing some tours of his machinery that we've got out here, helping him renovate the entire place, which is great over the next few years. Standing here in front of the construction equipment, we've got the compact excavator, the E36ZS behind me, and we'll touch on the compact track loader 317G over there in a moment as well. But Ben's already had a bit of experience using the construction gear out on the proposed golf course.
Yeah.
How's it been so far?
Yeah, it's been good, man. Really enjoy using this gear too. As everyone knows, all this sort of stuff's fun. Construction gear, like as a bloke.
That's right.
I'm sure ladies as well, but like, just good fun, like really, really good fun. Took me a while to get used to this. I reckon a good 2-3 hours, but once you get it, you know, you start to play with it pretty well. Yeah.
That's what I say to people is, it's really easy to operate, it's really hard to get good.
Yeah. I'm not good yet, but I can operate it.
Yeah, that's right.
It'll be a little while yet, I reckon, but
That's right, that's why people make their living doing it. You see some good operators and it looks like an extension of their body.
yeah.
You're getting there though, it looks like you're getting some pretty accurate.
There's some camera work, mate. There's some tricks in the editing.
Very good. So yeah, this is the 3.6 ton total operating weight. E series and ZS at the end of that model name, meaning zero swing. So it has that zero tail swing, so it turns on itself inside the track. I suppose proportions of the machine to get into those compact places, so you don't have a big rear end swinging around and knocking out retaining walls and stuff like that. These come in a cab or a non-cab option as well. This one's a cab with the work lights, opening windows for ventilation, as well as got aircon in there as well. Really easy to use pilot hydraulic controls, same as every other excavator on the market in terms of the foot operating controls, the hand controls, and your right and left on your joystick through your boom arms. It's got 2-speed transmission shiftable, which can be a trick for young players too, because you can see a lot of people creeping along and forget there's a second gear and it takes you an hour to get from one point to another. But also non-standard options, GoPro mounts up the top. Quite a nice sealed cab. I've found this exceeding my expectations. Not saying that though, not to expect the best, but you know, just feels really well built. These are built in Austria, in Germany.
Oh, there you go.
And yeah, nice soft floor. You know, nice, easy to get at seat, and you know, you operate with the door open. You know, that locks into place there, so you can have the door open as well. And pull that to shut her up. We won't go into all the controls. You know, we'll be here forever talking about all the controls. Just a bit of a high-level overview, but you know, niceties like all your maintenance points and diagrams, you know, built into those stickers in the ceiling, so you got your daily grease points and things there.
Yeah. Which is handy.
Definitely.
It really is.
Big front blade, you know, nice and wide, nice and heavy duty. You can see the size of those blade arms there, and that pivot point tube in the middle is really, really strong. Nice huge cast housing on that boom connection point. Big main boom arm, hydraulics over the top, which is really handy to stop anything if it does come down and want to impact that cylinder. There's no auxiliary lines there to get damaged. Comes standard with those twin auxiliary lines as well for any other implements where you may need those extra hydraulic functions out the front.
Yep.
And then we've got the Norm bucket package here. So thanks to the team Norm up in Brisbane. I've been working with them now since we've taken on the compact construction lineup, and as well as the guys Challenge here in town who've got some construction buckets as well. Very heavy duty and well-known name in the industry. Coming around standard as well is the integrated rear weights, and that's on the smaller 1.8 ton model as well, which is really, really handy, giving that extra weight over the rear end, so you can get a bit more purchase on that boom. There you go. Around here to the power station. 3-cylinder diesel Yanmar. You know, nice and easy access through here. You got your dipstick, your filters and fill points and things. It's really handy to get at. Air cleaner, automatic safety lockout here in that gas strut, so that it doesn't fall down on your head. And really easy to work on. A hydraulic bank at the back. Also got a nice trencher here for use once we get that.
Many meters used that could be used for.
That's it. Fresh as the day got here, we'd have to get it dirty.
Yep, won't be long.
Right. So moving on to the compact track loader by their proper name. The 317G, full John Deere built in Dubuque in the States. 317, so 3 is the series, 1 is the frame size, so this is the small frame, the smallest one we make, and the 7, anything ending in an odd number stands for a track unit. Anything ending in an even number is a wheeled unit in John Deere skid steers. So the 317G, we've got a couple of different track options. We've got the Z-bar or the offset lug, depending on your customer's preference. And all the full auxiliary controls at front here, electronic couplers, hydraulic couplers, ability to run things like pumps and motors and trenches and things like that. Right. We've got the challenge bucket on this one here. And come in a custom built for the 317 and all of our other skid steers as well, right out to the edge of those tracks to make sure that we're getting a full cut width. The controls in the cab, quite easy to use, you're saying, Ben?
Yes, very easy to use. So I've actually never used one before, ever, and pretty much got it straight away. So very straightforward, it was very easy.
Yeah. One thing I've found is, jumping into a skid steer you're not used to, getting that smooth and easy control and edging, and especially to avoid digging up the ground too much can be hard. And I found these have been pretty easy to get used to.
Very smooth, like just they're not over touchy like when you're using it. I mean, if you chuck the revs up really high, it can get a little bit jittery, but you expect that.
That's right.
You know what I mean when you start chucking the revs up. But you keep it in low revs and it'll rip through.
Yep.
So much stuff.
Cool. One thing with these tracks too, talking about ripping up things, the John Deere design actually doesn't slow down the inside track if you're turning, so therefore you're more likely to create a big divot or berm or something.
Yep. It
actually speeds up the outside track, so you end up not skidding as much.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. This one's also got the power quick touch, so you don't have to get out and move any levers, it just drops the bucket on and off. We've got the vinyl seat option here. This one's got the radio package. You can get them with the reverse camera, spec them right up with as much bells and whistles as you like. All the electronic attachment performance packages, and the ability to even put proper what John Deere calls smart grade, laser level grading systems on the larger ones of these, which is all built in from the factory.
That'd be awesome, that sort of stuff, eh?
These go up to our biggest model as a 333G. About 100 horsepower, but certainly pulls punches in terms of its power to weight. Unbelievable operating capacity, rate operating capacity, and ability to move earth. One other thing I'll tell you about this cab, which is really, really handy for the workshop, it takes about 30 seconds to actually tilt the cab. Yeah. So if you need to access any of the hydraulics underneath, it's I think it's a 15mm spanner and half a minute, and
really?
You've got this, and it'll just tip up, and you can access all that power plant underneath really easily.
There you
go. Cool. Then around the back. On some of the larger models as well, you can get extra weights weight packages, which will increase your rated operating capacity. For guys that are really after that extra little bit. Nice and easy access to fill up with fuel, big radiator. The larger models come with the option of a reversing fan, so if you are operating in those dusty conditions, it'll blow all that dirt and debris away. Easy access to your filters, access to your air cleaner and everything at the back here. And again, that similar diesel power plant that we've seen throughout the range, and they give us no trouble at all. One other thing I'll point out too, if you want to jump in the cab, Ben, and look out back through the window, you'll see this pivot point up here, and this arm is actually raised quite high, and you've got a true clear field of vision out to, only within a couple of meters from the cab. So, some competitors have bars, and this here is risen, and it makes it a little bit difficult to see behind you if you don't have a rear vision camera. So we haven't been optioning this one up with a rear view camera just because you've got that good visibility. But you can, put that in there and have that displayed in the cab. Awesome, beautiful. Integrated lug points for transport. Big rear weight package. It just gives us that extra operating capacity from standard, which is nice. And yet to get a huge amount of work.
I haven't done much yet. Itching to get some work done with this thing. Too fun.
That's it. So what do you reckon the plans will be for it?
I'm going to shape obviously the green with it. Shape obviously a bit of air around here. Put some retainer walls in. I don't know. See how we go. I thought about digging the dam out, but it'll probably take me a while with the bucket. Constantly getting bits of the dam out, so we'll see how we go. But there'll be many uses for it, and I'm going to start doing trench digging with it soon. Probably got a couple of 100 metres of trenching to do, so this thing will tear through that, especially with that trencher. Yeah, got lots of work planned for it. Yeah, awesome. It'll be good.
Oh, well, really, thank you for your time today, Ben, and
thank you.
We're super pleased and proud to be able to supply you with the gear to get the job done.
I appreciate it, mate. More than you know.
Seriously. Awesome. Well, thanks, guys. That's the construction gear.
Beautiful.